Hi, I'm Skip. I'm the grandfather of the hysterical laughing baby that's had over 30 million hits on YouTube. And many people have told our son and daughter-in-law that that video has reduced their stress considerably at stressful times in their lives. I and my daughter Pam have developed a stress management seminar. I've been teaching stress for 30 years now, and I'm a fellow of the American Institute of Stress. My daughter is a neuroscientist. I want to give you 5 quick tips on managing stress. Laughter, of course, is one of them. Some scientists have described laughter as internal jogging because it actually works out your internal organs, and similarly to it when you're actually doing exercise. Another real quick tip: if you're the person in your home that takes the laundry out and folds all the laundry, you know sometimes it's difficult to match up socks, and sometimes socks don't come out in pairs, do they? You have one left over, don't know where the other one went. Well, I've found something that works magically for me. I just pin them together. First time when I buy my socks, I pin them together, and that pin never comes out of my sock. When I wear them, I just take it off like that, leave the pin on. It actually goes through the airport well that way. And once in a while, someone will notice when my pant comes up a little bit, and they'll say, "Hey, sir, you have a pin in your sock." And I tell them, "That's right. My socks used to slip down in my legs, but since I started pinning them up, there's no problem." And it's always fun to see how they react. There was a time when I was, my wife and I went to SeaWorld, and I'm a type A behavior personality type, and when we were going from show to show and as fast as we could go so I could get in all the shows before the end of the day, and my wife got hungry after a while, and I said, "Well, could we just do something like takeout so we wouldn't miss any shows?" We kept walking by this one exhibit that had pictures of like walruses on it, and there was no show going on in there, and I thought, what a boring place, I wouldn't want to go in there. But when we were between shows, one time we went by it again, we walked in and it was manatees. I'd never heard of manatees, never seen manatees before, but as I stood there, there were like these huge creatures like sea elephants, and they were grazing on lettuce, and I just stood there transfixed as they slowly went through the tanks grazing on lettuce, and I felt the stress just drain out of me. And before I left SeaWorld that day, I bought me a little manatee, a little stuffed manatee that I have in my desk at home, and I have another one that I have on my desk at work. And that manatee, when I feel stressed at times, I just look at that manatee, and it reminds me of that wonderful experience I had at SeaWorld where stress drained out of me. And you know, that literally does. It's just a little symbol like this can recall a time of deep relaxation, and you can actually change your body chemistry just by recalling that experience. You know, the Chinese have their word for crisis is a compound word. It's danger and opportunity. And that's a wonderful concept because every stressful situation is an opportunity. And if you just think of it that way, in many stressful situations there is an element of danger there, but if you can also, while protecting yourself from that, can also just think and ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? It can transform a difficult situation and make it much more positive. The last tip I'm going to give you is a profound one. It's called the Serenity Prayer. You may have heard of the Serenity Prayer before. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Got a call one time, and a man on the other end never even gave me his name. He just said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, and I heard you talking on the radio about stress." And he said, if I don't get help with my stress, I'm going to die. And that's the way he introduced himself. So we set up a time to go to lunch, and we were at lunch together. I was walking him through the elements of the stress pyramid. That's one of the elements in our stress seminar at stressbeyondcoping.com. And I was just walking him through that to see how many of those components, of the 7 components of managing stress, that he actually had in place. Found out that the 4 foundational ones were well in place in his life, but the 3 power components he was very deficient on in all 3 of them. Before we left, I heard all his problems again, and then I asked him what his deepest stress point was, and he told me it was relative to his job. So we took a sheet of paper, we went over the Serenity Prayer, we drew a line down the middle of the paper, and we had a column, things he could do something about, things he could do nothing about, on the other column. And then we put, he listed all the things about his job situation that he could do something about, he felt, and things he could do nothing about. And when he got all done with that, and I asked him again, "Are you sure that's everything?" He said, "Yep, that's everything." Then we looked at the column he thought he could do something about and find out a number of those things chain of command at his work did not allow him to do something about. So we had to move those to the other column. And then I suggested that he concentrate on the things he could do something about. Pick something he could do something about significant this day and do that. Leave the other things to God. And enjoy the serenity of recognizing the other things were in good hands, and God could change those anytime He chose if He wanted to. So there are just profound insights and concepts in our stress management program. It's an online program. You can get to it. The doorway to it is at our website, stressbeyondcoping.com. Hope to see you there. I'd like to give you much more information on how to make life more enjoyable and actually have fun managing your stress. In fact, as a thanks for watching this video, we're going to give you free access to one of the 4 modules in our online stress management e-learning course. This module contains 8 20-minute sessions unpacking one of the 3 power components of the stress management pyramid. You can get it by clicking on the link or in the description box. And your free access will last for 24 hours from the time that you log on. Once again, I'm Skip McCarty, and I'll be praying that you will have just enough stress to make your life challenging and enjoyable, but not so much as to stress you out and make you sick.